When I was like 15, 16, bro, I played so small. Like I was so quiet. I didn't really interact with too many people other than the people that was on my block. And it's like I was invincible to a lot of people, right? I sheltered myself. I closed off this side of myself from everybody that I went to school with. And that's because I didn't want them to know what my actual life was like. Now you might be wondering, like, what was your life like? So I grew up Jehovah's Witness, right? We don't participate in worldly activities, or we didn't participate in worldly activities. We would go knock on doors on the weekends and I would pray. I'd be like, yo, I pray I don't run into nobody that's from school, bro. Like, I hope they don't see me in this suit, trying to teach about the Bible. Like, that bothered me so much, bro. I was so self-conscious about that. So I would really not let too many people into my real life because I'm like, I don't want them judging me. Nobody else is out here doing this on the weekend. Like, these people probably just waking up from parties and I'm knocking on their door, probably the one waking them up. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah, that made me super self-conscious. And like now I could be like, oh, why did you care what people thought about you? But bro, everybody cares to a certain extent how they portray to the world. Especially if they got to see these people every single day. You care to a certain extent how they see you. So, yeah, that was my life. And you might not say it's bad, but in my head, I'm like, yo, I do not want people seeing me do this, right? But the thing is, I shelter myself so much. I close myself off so much. But deep down, I always knew who I truly was and who I really wanted to be. Like, I knew I wanted to make an impact on people in life. I knew I wanted to, you feel me, just do something big and become super successful. But I knew if I kept that same mindset, fear of rejection, really caring about what people think to where it affects my actual life, affects my feelings, you feel me, and how I view myself, I knew there was no way that I was going to be able to like become that person, right? So I'm super self-aware. I do deep work all the time. Still to this day, I do a lot of deep work, and I urge people to do that, man. Take some time to yourself and figure out who you really are if you don't know who you want to be, or if you don't know who you are. Take some time out, get away from everybody so you're not influenced by their decisions, and just really think about who you want to be. And if you that type of person that's super insecure and self-conscious about, you feel me, who you are or what you got going on in your life, bruh, I want you to understand that playing small makes you invisible. Playing small, there's no way you can make an impact. There's no way that you can connect. There's no way that you can inspire anybody if you shrink yourself. You don't need permission to be seen or heard. I don't follow a specific religion right now, but I do know that God gave you his permission already. You don't need that permission from nobody else. You already got the permission from, you feel me, whoever you believe in. So I just want you to know that you should be more confident about who you are as an individual, even if you feel different than everybody else. See, that's the funny thing about life, man. A lot of people might say that they confident, but it's fake, because they're steady trying to be just like everybody else just so they can fit in. But they don't know that true fulfillment comes when you be yourself. True fulfillment comes from you stepping into who you truly are, right? Not influenced by nobody else's decisions but yours, but the ones that's in your head. That's where real confidence comes from. When you can walk outside and be proud of who you are, not proud of being like somebody else. That's why when people say, oh, who you want to be like when you grow up? I want to be like myself. What's funny is them questions that go around the internet where they'll say like, oh, would you, if you got to sit down with somebody, right, and have a talk, who would it be? And people would be like, oh, I'll sit down with Jay-Z. I'll sit down with Elon Musk. Nah, I would sit down with my higher self, right? I would sit down with the person that I want to be in the future. So I can ask him, what What did he do? What steps did you take, bro? So I can get on this level. I'm not trying to sit down with nobody else. If I sit down with Elon Musk, if I sit down with Jay-Z, right? What can I ask him that he can help me out with? Yeah, I can be like, oh, how did you run your business? Like, I don't care about none of that, bro. Everything is not about that. I would literally sit down with my future self, right? And figure out how I could become that person. I feel like that's way deeper than sitting down with one of these celebrities, bro. I don't know them. They don't know me. I really don't care about them, and they don't care about me. So I feel like the fear of standing out is just a trap. The fear of anything in life is a trap. Of course, there's no way you can get rid of that fear, but at some point, bro, you gonna have to just say, look, man, whatever happens, happens, right? Stop being a bitch. Simple as that. I can't even put it in a nicer way. That's just something that you gonna have to overcome. And this is going to a boy or a girl. It doesn't matter, man or woman. It don't matter. Like, you really gotta just put your pride aside, put that wall down, and walk outside and be who you truly are, bro. I'm telling you, you gonna get a sense of fulfillment that's out of this world. Nothing else is gonna be able to give you that joy of just being okay with yourself. Nothing else is gonna lift off a bunch of weight off your back. Because once you realize a lot of people out here is actually like miserable and sad, bro, because they don't know who they truly are, because they've been acting like somebody else for so long, you'll start to realize how amazing it is to just be you, bro. How less stressful it is just to be you. Just be yourself, bro.